it's really amazing to talk to you again, and I would love to start my podcast by saying a huge thank you for all the feedback received on my first video. As you see, the train moves on and our Mentour Cadet's project accelerates and expands so rapidly, and it's all thanks to your amazing interactions, so really well done, guys. So, as from previous video, I received many questions concerning airline transport pilot license theory. My today's mission is to give you the necessary understanding about procedures concerning joining the exam, some general rules, my personal experience in this sector, and basically to describe each segment as clear as possible. As I have just finished my theory classes, I will try to give you some little tips from my point of view. Airline transport pilot license is the highest pilot license that exists. I won't go deeper today about what privileges does this license give or how to obtain this license, as Peter made a great video about this topic, and make sure you check it out, guys. I will talk basically about theoretical knowledge you need to demonstrate in order to obtain this license and many other licenses, which I will cover later on. You will need to pass 14 exams with a minimum score of 75%, and in the next slide I will show you what are those subjects. You can only start your exams once an approved training organization, or so-called ATPL, has recommended you to do so, and after successful completion of the theoretical knowledge instruction. What this means is that your flight school will give you some tests to pass, and if you pass them successfully, you will receive that recommendation, and then you can register for your exams. As well, after finishing your theory classes, you will receive a document called CCC, what is Certificate of Completion and Compliance, and only then you can register at any EASA member state's Civil Aviation Administration. What you have to remember is that the recommendation to take your exams from your school will be valid only for 12 months. That means in those 12 months, if you haven't taken at least one exam, this recommendation won't be valid anymore, and that means you will need another recommendation, and this means that you will have to retake your theory lessons. So believe me, you really don't want that. Note that you must pass all your exams within 18 months from your first exam sitting. You will have totally 6 sittings, or so-called sessions, to pass your exams, and as well you will have 4 attempts per one subject. That means if you are so unlucky and failed one subject 4 times, you will need to get back to your ATO and take appropriate time of theoretical lessons, and how much depends on your flight school. The ATPL theory exams are the most comprehensive from all, and you can use them for applying for such licenses as LEPL, PPL, CPL, and of course ATPL. What is good to know, that you can use these exams as well for applying for your instrument rating course. If you want to apply for light aircraft pilot license, a private pilot license, sailplane or balloon pilot license, your ATPL theory examinations will be valid for 24 months. When it comes to the issue of commercial pilot license and instrument rating, the ATPL theory examinations will be valid for 36 months. If you want airline transport pilot license to be issued, these examinations will be valid for 7 years, but note that instrument rating has to be entered in your license. This time period shall be counted for the day when the pilot successfully completes all his theory exams. I know you guys often ask about which flight school or college to choose, which offer the best study materials, and so on. As I usually say, choose what is the most comfortable and appealing for you. Actually, there are 2 ways of studying the ATPL theory: distance and full-time. Distance means that you receive all the study material from your flight school. It can be in online format or textbooks, and study everything all by yourself, combined with some class hours. How much of those class hours will be, your ATO decides. While in the meantime, full-time means that you need to attend classes regularly. Personally, I'm doing my learning in a distance way, and I use Bristol Ground School e-learning material, which I find really appealing and well-structured. Every big subject here is divided into smaller lessons and an exam after a few of these lessons, which really helps to memorize the covered material and congest everything way quicker. But whatever you pick, my advice for you guys is try to combine your studies with enough rest. Do not lock yourself in a cage like they often say. Get that fresh air. Do not study more than 4 hours in one sitting. And as well, my tip for you guys is try to combine few harder subjects with an easy one when preparing for your exams. All in all, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Make sure to suggest some topics for my next video podcast on the comment section of this video. As always, feel free to ask any questions, and the most important, keep that motivation and get those amazing scores from your exams. Goodbye.